Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today it's Saturday 9 in the morning and I am going to a wool market today, so I thought I would take you along. I don't really know what to expect actually. I think that the market is going to be much smaller than the one in Riga where I were 2 weeks ago. In case you haven't seen the vlog, I can link it up above. And what the description says, that it is a wool market and there are going to be farmers from outside of Stockholm that are going to sell their local wool, and I think they are going to sell it in the raw form, so I think it's more aimed to spinners. And then I know that you can also try some more of the historic needlecraft that people in Scandinavia have been doing before. So for example, nålbindning and kokning. I don't really know the English words. I will try to look them up and insert. I think it's going to be a fun day. I'm going to pick up my friend and her dog, and then we'll head to the market. So we're at the market now, so it's way smaller than in Riga obviously, and inside, which I didn't know. So it's my friend and her dog. He just had a little pee and now we're going inside. So this is the outside part of the market and Marta is inside and is having a look, and they're having some workshops on nålbindning, which I didn't look up yet, and some more spinning wheels inside, which I also would like to try. I have tried it like 10 minutes or so for 1 year ago, but not since that, so might be nice to try again. Lloyd, hey, this is our company for the day, and he's waiting for Marta, who's inside, of course. So I thought I could show you what I'm knitting right now. This is the Martinique Beach Cowl by Fiona Alice, and I'm knitting it with Brooklyn Tweed Arbor that I bought in Edinburgh, and I'm quite pleased with it. It's going so fast. I'm knitting it on a 4.5mm needle. So it's going really fast, and I really like the yarn. It's so springy and bouncy and soft, so that's really nice. The only thing that I might do differently is I don't know if it shows in the camera, but there is a dark blue and a brown, and it doesn't really, the difference isn't too much. In daylight it's okay, but when you're inside you can't really tell, so maybe I could have taken a lighter blue, but otherwise I really like it. Hello again. So as you can see, I'm back home, and the last thing I showed you from the market was my knitting, the Martinique Beach Cowl. And again, I didn't really blog so much today, but the thing was that the market was really small, and actually it was such a nice day. My friend and I, because the market was like an hour outside of Stockholm, so we drove in the car and we talked a lot, and often you don't get the time to just sit and talk, but that was what we did, and we really had a great time. And I love her dog, who's called Floyd, but the thing was that we couldn't take the dog inside, and when I was the small part that I showed you of the market was on the veranda where Floyd could be, but we couldn't take him inside, so we could never go inside at the same time. So one of us had to stay outside with the dog, and then the other one could go in, which was a little bit not as planned, but that also made that I didn't take my camera when I went in, which now when I'm saying it doesn't really make sense. But for example, when she was waiting for me outside, I, for example, tried to spin on a wheel, which was my second time, and the woman that was there and who had the wheel, and who was like the teacher there, that was quite funny, because she showed me how I was supposed to do it with my hands, and how I was supposed to hold the thread and the wool, and how you tear out a little bit of the new wool and then make it into a thread as the wheel spins. And then when it was my turn to try it, the hardest part for me was to keep the wheel going. So when she told me that I should try it, then I first tried to do it, but then it felt a little bit like my hands were doing all right, but it was the wheel that I couldn't get turning the way it was supposed to be. So that was a little bit challenging. So then she told me that I should take away my hands and that I should just practice to spin the wheel. And it was a rather old spinning wheel, so it wasn't that easy, which not surprised me, because I have tried spinning, I think like 2 years or something before, but on a much newer wheel where you have 2 pedals, and this one was an old one with only 1 pedal. It surprised me a little because I remember when I did it on the newer wheel, then the pedaling wasn't as much of a problem, but it was like how I was supposed to do it with my hands and how that would work. But now it was really like getting a rhythm going, which was a little bit of a problem, I'd say. But it seems like it's fun. Like the women that were sitting there and spinning, I hope that you could get like a little bit of a glimpse of it. It seemed so relaxing. I know that before I thought, oh, when you sit and knit, that feels really relaxing, but now it felt like, yeah, sitting and spin. Yeah, it seems like a very nice thing. So when we were at the market, we just stopped at another flea market, just a tiny one, for 5 minutes, and then we just got home. So the video didn't really turn out as I expected, because there wasn't so much to see, and also the inside was really tiny, and it feels like I didn't really do such a great job with taking my camera with me, and I apologize. I'm still a bit new to vlogging, and it sometimes can feel so weird to get your camera out and talk to the camera, and also everybody's talking Swedish, and I usually do as well, and then talking English. So yeah, much anxiety here, as you might be able to tell. But I really had a great day, and actually maybe you're not missing too much if you haven't seen the inside, because there was, I don't know if I showed it at all, but it was in the stands at the markets, they had some fleeces there, but I think there were like 4 stands or so on the inside, and I think maybe 3 on the outside, so there weren't really that many, and most of them were natural fleeces actually, so there weren't like any already carded and dyed wool to spin. Yes, so that was my day. Again, apologies for not being so thorough, and I will try to make it up to you and have a better video next time. Thank you for watching, and see you next Wednesday. Bye bye!